Oh wow, that was gruesome. Oh, that was right in the face. The bottom, it doesn't even look right. That looks right. Oh. Okay, not preferred. Okay, that might have been overkill. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Reacts. I am in a different studio. You know why? Because I did not plan for it to be cold in my new shop. And there's a thing called winter that I did not plan for. And so I am down in my basement in a new studio. Guys, I want to say a big shout out to Carnival for supporting this show. They don't give me an affiliate kickback, so you could use MG10. I won't get a penny of it, but they do support the channel, which is why I'm able to buy equipment. Like this arm from Rode, it's beautiful, all because of Carnival. The best freeze-dried beef on the planet. They do beef, pork, and chicken. 25-year shelf life, and it's top sirloin beef. This is really light too. It's like 1.5 pounds when constituted. That means adding water, guys. That means adding water. Use MG10 in the description down below and support those that support the channel. And you can support the channel too by subscribing, leaving that, comment and hitting the notification tab. I don't know, just do something for the channel. You guys are going to get the best review of one of the best sniper games by a real sniper. That would be me. I am a real sniper. I am actually sniper qualified, but also was in the position of being a sniper. Like, my job was a sniper. Now, a lot of people get bogged down when it comes to sniper operations because the reality is it's not that cool. The sexy of breaking the shot 1,500 meters with a 338 Lapua, it happens, but there's other requirements of the job. Like, I don't know, sitting there staring at a target for days on end, infiltrating in military freefall, and then hitting a cactus, and then pulling cactus out of your teammate's butt, pooping in a MRE sack. We don't even use MREs, we use Ziploc bags, but like pooping in a garbage bag and having to bury it with your buddy on Overwatch. I don't know. Some of those things are very uncomfortable. I like them. It actually makes me more comfortable, but it's not as sexy. Well, I'm going to show you the sexy because I am doing a review of Stealth Gamer BR on YouTube. He's got 1.51 million subs, which I will never hit. I'm still stuck at 705,000 subs. But apparently, he titled this one the most realistic sniper game ever created. Let's kick it off.
Heard something.
Whoa, okay. He just took out the sentry or the dude that was like on guard. Oh wow, that was gruesome. All right, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got optics-wise. So this is fairly new. He's still using these rings, 34 millimeter, based on my sniper eye. I don't know, maybe. It's got a bullet drop compensator. You actually have the dope on the BDC. He's got a windage knob and he's got his parallax knob. It looks like a complete scope. He also has his magnification. Now here's the problem. I've already identified an issue, guys. Raise your hand if you've identified an issue. My hand's raised. Right now, I'm looking at his optic, and it looks like he's got 7, 8, 9, and probably 10 power. The latest scopes are typically minimum of even 2 years ago of 21 power. Okay, I'll continue. I've judged enough. It's time to continue. Oh, okay, that was a quick acquisition. Let me take a look at his reticle. I mean, he broke that shot really fast. I don't know if that's realistic. Not really. But let me take a look at this knob on the right. This would be his windage. So, yeah, nah, that's not accurate. So, a lot of these errors that I see is because they had a consultant who likely wasn't a sniper. Or maybe shot a rifle once. But so, on the right side, one, every military sniper will be using MilRadian, the metric system. And I can tell you right now, this is not a mil windage knob. This would be moving the point of aim left and right, typically associated with the wind, right? That is not a windage knob in mils. That looks like it's minutes of angle. Not appropriate. And also that acquisition of that shot, he wouldn't have used his reticle because I just saw a red dot on top of his scope with a cap on it. Let's look at the side of his optic real quick. Yes, see this? But he would have used the red dot at that close proximity because the difficulty here is the eye relief and picking it up because you get vignetting, right? The vignetting around the optic. He's going to use that red dot. I ran around like a dummy for years without a red dot and was doing CQB to get to the rooftop with an SR-25 with a 10 power scope on top of my gun with a universal night sight attached to the front of it. Not very smart of me. I wasn't the smartest sniper. So he kills the sentry, the guard. And then he, oh, bop. Let's look at this reticle. Whoa, that's busy. So it's staged lines. It gives you 100, 200, all the way down. That's not really how dope works. I'm not going to get into a ballistic class, but I use trimmer 3 reticles or H59s. Not how a reticle works, but okay, we're good with that. Okay, so he took a breath. Also, the breathing thing. Guys, Todd Hodnett taught me this. The breathing in and then the deep breath and pausing. Yeah, I get it. But you could also just hold your breath. Immediately stop breathing. Just hold your breath and everything is still. And then sure, you'll breathe afterwards, but you're only holding your breath for a small period of time. So hold your breath and everything stops. You don't have to get to the natural pause. That's something we learned, especially in rapid engagement scenarios, which is like almost every sniper scenario on an assault. A deliberate or an intentional hide where you're specifically doing a sniper operation, yeah, got it. But if you're supporting the assault force, you're supporting a big movement, like a movement to contact, you're going to want to be ready for that high-speed, rapid engagement scenario. Also, he doesn't have a can. He doesn't have a can on his gun. I don't like that. I learned that hard lesson in Iraq when I shot some bad guys in their direction. I don't know if I could say that on YouTube, and I hope not to get suppressed. But I didn't have a suppressor, and it kicked up dust in my field of view, and I panicked. I mean, my panic was like breaking shots over a single plane. Wound up getting one of the guys. The other guy got away. But in that scenario, I never realized how important a suppressor was for just minimizing dust. Yeah, you get gas off the end of a can, but it's better than just having a muzzle brake and blasting dust and gas everywhere. Oh, that was right in the face. Yeah, he doesn't have a... Oh, yeah. Okay, this is not the most realistic sniper game ever created. So one, you see how he's coming off the target and he's racking the gun? Like at a port arms, like a downward port arm. Like, don't do that. The key is getting the gun where you have a cheek weld, which means the gun is in your cheek. It's one position. You break the shot, which is more critical in eye relief. Because the eye relief from your eye to the ocular side of the glass is a consistent picture of the target. So you don't want to come off the target. When you break that shot, you want to be able to roll that bolt out, extract and eject the round, and then roll it back in while staying on the target. Because one, you have to assess what you just did, but two, you have to follow up a shot, and coming off the gun requires another shot process of getting back on, acquiring the target, getting eye relief. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. These guys didn't have a Mike Glover consultant, or really anybody who was competent with a rifle. Ooh. Okay, let's see if this is accurate. Okay, well, I don't know what bullet that is, but I don't think any Sierra Match King looks like that with all the grooves in it. That would be very, I don't know, that would be not very aerodynamic as far as like trying to optimize the trajectory of this round. I don't know what that is. I assume they built it because they thought like this would be a good segregation mark where this is inside of the cartridge and this is the bullet outside, and it needs to look a certain way. But for sure, a Sierra Match King would not look like that. Ooh, it's even rotating the wrong way. No, it's rotating the right way. They got the rotation right. The bottom, it doesn't even look right. That looks right. Yeah, that whole coming off target, breaking back on target, maybe it's cool for gaming, or maybe not. Maybe it's just not realistic. It was cool till now. It was cool till now. Also, he would have probably just had, I mean, he could have a 20-round mag, but it seems like he's shooting a lot without reloading. Okay. There was a lot of clicks in there. Okay, so right there, he's got a laser. Looks like a Viz laser on this side that says danger. That is not very military. Again, whoever the advisor on this was, we would not run an offset laser, Viz laser on that side of the gun. I just never have seen that. One, like it's a Viz laser, there would be an infrared component to that. I think he has night vision capability in green and red integrated into the scope, like a universal night sight. But even that, the most reliable night vision version of this would be an infrared laser using NVGs and coming up above the gun and using it like a point and shoot. This is a pet peeve. I have lots of pet peeves. I always say I don't have a pet peeve, maybe just one. I have many. Like walking, expecting contact with your rifle facing the 9 o'clock, almost like the rifle is sleeping in your hands. Like this dude is carrying a Subway sandwich, and Subway is not very good. And then he has to orient it by getting in his hands, acquiring the target, and that takes too much time. At least point it in the general direction of where contact is expected to come from. That's just my 2 cents.
He is finished. Him and his client. So who is next? Let some.
Oh. Okay, not preferred. I think every sniper. I carried a knife my entire career. This is my favorite knife right now. This is a Benchmade, but this is the new hotness. But I carried a Strider MT my entire career. Never jacked anybody with that. But you know what I did do? I opened a lot of ammo crates, ammo cans, a lot of mail that I got from home. But the idea of doing that, look, you're going to create more noise by the violence that it requires when the dude's screaming. You take a suppressed pistol, you fix a lot of problems. Subsonic, I'm just saying. Whatever you're into. That seemed like a lot of work. I like how he's just mosh pitting through the foliage. He's just like smashing the ferns. No, they're not going to notice him right there. No. So I don't understand is like he took out all these guys with the rifle in the proximity. Maybe he's like trying to conserve ammo, but why wouldn't he just, I don't know. Look, I'm nitpicking. Where did he throw that knife? Oh. Okay. The gameplay is actually pretty cool. It looks fun. Oh, yep. Oh, he threw the knife, got him in the optic, and then handled some business. Okay, now we're dealing with a little bit of elevation. I will tell you this because I've been to the high angle schools. A lot of people blow out of proportion high angle shooting. It is not that big of a difference. Now, if you're on top of a building shooting down, very different. But we're not doing that. Subtle angles like this, 30 degrees, it's nothing. It's literally nothing. Okay, I don't even know what that is. Okay, cool effect, but that round was a different round, so he might be using different types of ammo. Oh, maybe it was AP. That was actually pretty cool. But I noticed that that distance is obviously farther than any shot he's taken. It would be cool if they integrate like, hey, this shot is further. You got the range and the dope inside of your reticle, so it gives you range. You have to hold for it, and if you don't hold appropriately, you miss. That actually would be really cool in gameplay because it would be like applied ballistics, A-B ballistics, where you're actually having to hold the correct hold to be able to engage the target. And maybe even have a wind where you have the wind coming across. You could read the wind because you're looking at grass, and then you have to adjust for wind as well, which is the variable really that you can't tech away. There's not enough tech to cheat code the wind. Cheat code the wind. Close my eyes. So again, one of the things that's a problem here is he's using 10 power. Maybe he advertised that he has more than that, but it looks like 10 power on the scope, and this looks like a 10 by. Now, a lot of times you don't have to zoom in because you want to see the big picture, but I would for sure be zooming in. Like a sniper just doesn't go for headshots. A sniper goes for pupil shots. I want to put a round in between the white of his eye, right in the middle of that pupil. That's the attention to detail that a sniper would be paying attention to, which is why, for sure, they would be using mil radians, which is a better solution than MOA. Okay, like another thing is you're a sniper, you're surreptitious, you're stealthy until you're loud. He's been making a lot of noise. So this entire target set would be compromised. So the idea of being stealthy and moving around, yeah, I get it. You don't want to give yourself up to the enemy, but you would not be using a knife anymore. Like the knife would not be, the element of surprise is gone. It's time to schwack as many as you can. Oh, whoa. He's got a suppressed pistol. His red dot's on. That's a good sign. He's got a red dot on top of, what is that? Let's see if it's suppressed and it's single action. He's got it in single action mode. A Browning high power? Oh, that would be cool. Look, okay, he's bringing it up. That looks like a Browning high power. Okay, that might have been overkill. Wait, what happened to the other dude? Oh, never mind. That was actually pretty cool. That Browning high power is pretty sexy. I like the coating. Whoever did the Cerakote on that Browning high power. Okay, I'm not going to lie. So it looks fun. It looks like a fun game. The most realistic sniper game ever created? I don't know. So I just did my first take. Like I looked on YouTube and I said, hey, what are the big games in the sniper realm? You guys need to help me out. What is the most realistic sniper game? Is there something I'm missing? Is there one that ties in applied ballistics that changes the game of sniper MilSim? I want that. I want to be able to call win. I want to be able to read win. I want to be able to apply the dope. And if I miss, I want there to be consequences. That seems like the right MilSim version of that. This just seems like Call of Duty-ish, Metal Gear Solid-ish. That's the last time I played a MilSim game. It's Metal Gear Solid. But I want more realism, and this isn't satisfying me. You guys let me know in the comments down below what sniper game is the best MilSim sniper game so I could do a reacts on it. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a good weekend. Until next time, peace.